Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago, and welcome to Unique, Not Different. I'm super excited today because I have two guests, and one is in studio, thanks to TTT, and the other is at home. I have with me that PC Shane Smith and Kevon Neptune. So let me introduce you to them. I came across a video on the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service platform, and I saw these two individuals, and I said, "What an incredible story!" And I have to have them on my segment. So recently, Mr. Shane Smith, while on duty, was in an accident, and Mr. Kevon Neptune, he actually helped save Mr. Shane Smith's life. And today I have both of them on. Good morning, guys. How are you?
Hi, good morning. Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Good morning, Kevon. How are you doing?
Good morning. Good morning. I'm fine, thank you. Also,
Perfect. So let me start with Mr. Neptune. Mr. Neptune, um, at that very moment that the incident happened, what went through your mind and what jolted you to take action in order to help Mr. Smith?
well, I was just on my way to San Fernando and saw the accident on my left, and well, I saw the motorbike flipping, and I continued going down the road, and I said, no, somebody need to stop and help, and I went back up the highway and went up a one way, and when I reached on the scene, I wasn't expecting to see what I saw, but when I stopped, I saw PC Shane Smith leg severed from his body, about 10 feet away from his body. And my immediate thinking was, we need to get him to the hospital because he could bleed out on the ground there.
Right, and Shane, hear this one. When I read the caption on the TTBS page with the video, I saw this happen this year, and you already in uniform back out on duty. Is that so?
No, I was not back out to duty at that time.
Okay.
I just had the same meeting that I had that I went
Uh-huh.
to. This is the only
Yeah.
reason why I was back
Glad
in
with your uniform.
uniform.
But
Yes.
what in your mind, how has life changed for you then? Since the incident being, now that you was perfectly normal, now you're in the category of being a disabled individual. How has that changed for you?
Well, to be honest with you, I really and truly does not look at it as a disablement.
Exactly. Mhm.
I just think that we have other abilities because a regular person mightn't be able to put on a leg and take it off. We could do so. And, you know, my life has just been the same.
Yeah.
Totally. People ask me how I do it, where I
Yeah,
got
because
this
I see
strength
you
from.
just upon normal and it happened with March.
Yeah, from
And
from day one, I accepted. From the second that this thing took place, I
mm-hmm,
accepted the fact
mm-hmm.
that, I lost a leg and I just move on from there.
Yeah,
I
and
Go ahead, go ahead.
yeah, and how are you planning to go back on duty?
Yes, yes, I am.
Okay, so the incident happened while on duty, and to put yourself mentally to go back in duty. How has that, in terms of the service, how has the service accepted you back in terms of being welcoming, and how were you reluctant to go back into duty?
All I have been getting from the service until this day is support and love.
Mm-hmm,
So, I am actually excited to go back out to work.
mm-hmm.
I I am just waiting on my leg. So as soon as I collect my leg, I will be on my
Back
way back
out.
out to work. Yeah.
Wow, and will you be riding your bike, or will you be doing something else?
Well, I don't know what is the portfolio the service will have for me at that
Right,
point in time, but
right,
I surely wouldn't be riding police motorcycle. But
right.
thinking about a personal bike and my wife is giving me some problems.
Obviously, rightfully so. Mr. Neptune, back to you. In terms of, being, having the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago see you, as a hero, as a person that, just people tend to mind their business a bit too much in terms of when something happened to someone, right? How has that changed for you in terms of your feeling towards helping Trinidad and Tobago?
Well, firstly, well, it's not the first time that I stopped to help someone. I helped another motorbike man that also got in an accident down by the creek. He ran into the roundabout and was bleeding his nose, his mouth. He said he was from Arima. And I picked him up and I came to the hospital the same. There was also an incident with a guy in San Fernando who got beat with a carb case, unconscious. I also picked him up, and there was another guy who
Wow.
got stabbed up in San Fernando. I picked him up and I carried him to the hospital also. Usually when I carry my bus to the hospital with somebody in it, the hospital attendants will be like, you don't want to be an ambulance driver or something
I
because
was
every
so
time you
thinking the
come
same
here,
thing.
yeah, 'cause every time you come here bringing somebody. So
Yeah.
I don't know, but help when I can.
And what advice would individuals in Trinidad and Tobago, in terms of helping others and, seeing just a stranger, a random stranger, and helping them? What advice would you like to give?
My advice is that any time you see anyone in difficulty, in distress, stop and lend a hand. Don't matter if you was late for somewhere, you have somewhere to go, anything to do, you can stop and save a life. And don't let the bystander effect take place when there's a crowd of people and everybody is waiting on the first person to act. You be the first person to act. You make the difference.
Right, and PC Smith, in terms
Hi.
of, I know you have two toddlers, two babies. Um,
Yes.
yeah, the older one, was she curious in terms of what happened? Was she aware at that time of what happened?
No, she was not aware. It's only when I came home, she recognized something was different with daddy. But, she almost two. So she don't
Oh,
fully well know what is going on, but she realized that
understand.
something, yeah, something is different.
Right. And what advice would you like to give to persons who life has dramatically changed in terms of whether physically, mentally, emotionally? People's lives change, and yet you here and you basically like nothing happened. I just waiting on my foot to be delivered so I could continue on with my life. You understand? What advice would you like to give to these
You know,
individuals? Because
the
clearly
the
you're a strong
advice
individual.
the advice that I would like to give is that firstly, it is not the end of life, one, and with everything that we go through, God is in control. And every situation that you face, you may not understand the trials and tribulations at that point in time, but
Right.
just believe and keep the faith, and you surely would overcome whatever it is that you are going through.
Right. And Mr. Neptune, in closing, what would you like to, you know, say as give any advice to Trinidad and Tobago in general as a civilian, as a normal civilian?
Well, I will say just let everyone be aware and let us all look and try to make Trinidad a better place.
Excellent. And guys, I have two small gifts for you all. I it is courtesy one of my friends on Facebook. It's a voucher for Price Club, and I will be getting this to you soon. And just to express my gratitude in terms of, I was so excited to have you both on because I always end my segment with be good, do good. And this is a
Yes.
typical scenario of be good, do good, random act of good. And thank you so much for sharing your story, Mr. Neptune. Thank you for taking the time and coming up in studio. And thank you to TTT for allowing him in studio to facilitate this interview. And Shane, thanks. And what can I say? Um, when you go back out to work, I am sure that you would inspire, without knowing it, you would inspire so many on your job to even do better. So thank you very much. And with that
And
being said,
Thanks for having me as well. It was a pleasure.
Yes, it was a pleasure to have you both. I was super excited. And with that being said, guys, I want to say thank you so much for tuning in to this week's segment of Unique Not Different with me, Shamla Maharaj. Until next week, guys, be good, do good. Bye, guys.